YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I actually had a different day planned today. I was supposed to go to work. I had some visits I was going to do, some patients I was going to see. And I went out to the garage and my car was gone, and I found out that my daughter took it. Her car couldn't start, and she had clinicals today, which is the hospital application of her nursing college experience. So it was really crucial for her to get there, and I don't blame her for dabbling in Grand Theft Auto in the process, but imagine my surprise to see that my garage was empty. So anyway, I had to reschedule everything to tomorrow, and now I'm doing a video instead. I've had some progress to show you as far as the works in progress that I have for the month of March. I'm wrapping things up, well, obviously next week, so I have a few more things to finish up, but I've kind of worked a little bit on everything, and then I'll show you once I reach the goal I have made for the other things that I'm working on. I will show them to you as well. So in any case, I'm just going to show you what I've managed to finish so far as far as goals that I was working on for the month, and yeah, and then we'll go from there. So firstly, I was working on Legend of Zelda. I'm really trying to just fill in a lot of the open spaces of this piece. So I'm going back to the areas I've already covered to really just fill them in as much as I can. And there's a lot of 3371, that very dark brown, that's needed on this. Over 1,000 stitches, which is I think the most of any color needed on this piece, because it's almost, I think it's like 49% done, so we're almost halfway through. So I was working a lot on that, and I'm going to put it side by side because otherwise you're not really going to see the progress I made. But this is where we are. You can kind of see where I did make some effort in Link's face, but it's mostly up around the this section. This here is almost like from this over is done. And then there's just a few little stitches over here that I have to finish it. So that part's almost complete. Zelda's face is definitely more defined now. But if you see, it's just a bunch of little stitches here, there, and everywhere that need put in place. So that's really where I've been focusing my attention on this. I think I might have done 500 stitches. Because of all the illness and issues I've been having this month, I wanted to do 1,000. I did half that, so I didn't really make the goal I had hoped for. I also finished my ornament project for the month. So this was January, and then February, and now here's March. So I finished my little penguin. I love the back stitching on this, on his little hat. He's pretty basic and simple, and I chose him this month because of the March Madness thing. I just wasn't sure how much time I was going to be able to devote to my ornaments, so I did. Now next month is a little more complicated. I'm going to be making a wolf, so that's my animal for next month. I haven't done any back stitching or a lot of back stitching until I did these. No, I haven't done any back stitching until I started with these ornaments. The first back stitching was the bear and the owl and now penguin, but the linen and thread stitch along sampler that I've been doing from 2019, the Peacock Sampler. So I just finished the giant peacock and the border, and I was all excited to start with the small boxes for each month. And March's month had a ton of back stitching. So I'm really glad that I had the experience of working on those ornaments and getting myself comfortable with what back stitching is before launching into this project. But I finished the March stitch along sampler section for the Peacock Sampler, yeah. You know what I mean. So this is where we're at. And I am pretty pleased with the way that turned out with the light and the dark. I'm using the same threads that I used on here, which is 796 is the darker one, and I think 798 is the lighter blue. These colors here I'm putting up in there. So next month, April, is this part, and it's two swans facing each other. So I was going to do the swans in the lighter blue, and then all the accent parts, the hearts and the accent pieces around them, in the darker blue, to kind of stay with that motif. So, although I think maybe I should do it in the really light blue to bring that color in. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do the swans in the really light blue, and then the secondary blue I'll put as the accent pieces, so that all these colors are incorporated into the outer edges. Because these colors are the same as the border here. I really like how those colors look together, but I really need to branch out and use some of these other ones in this blue, or else that's going to look odd. I have to tie it all together. So anyway, I'm going to see how inspiration takes me once I start in April, but I'm glad that I got that done for this month. My full coverage I've been working on, I did Captain Ratbeard, I showed you that, and I'm working on the Creation of Adam, the Michelangelo piece. I'm doing 21 stitches in the year 2021 for Full Coverage Fanatics Facebook group. I have surpassed 5,000 stitches at this point, so I did update that group posting with my current stitch progress. But I'm actually doing full, I guess what they call cross country. I'm just trying to focus on one color at a time in a large section because of how the colors are mapped out. There's a huge amount of 927, like over 15,000 stitches are 927. So I've just been exclusively working with that color. So this is where we're at, and all of this is 927. So it's going to taper off a little bit. It kind of goes down here and tapers off as it goes. I might stop because this is all extra fabric, and I'll have to eventually move the Q-snap, so I can't go on like this forever. But I thought about just doing this whole section at one color at a time and then going back and filling it in. I might hate doing that when I get to the confetti part, but there's not a lot of confetti in this. It's not confetti heavy. So, I don't know. This is what I'm doing for now. We'll see how it goes. I don't think I'm going to... I might move the frame around because I want to do all the gray first, and nearing this part is Adam's head, or the start of the area where the body of man is lying. So I'm going to save that for later. So I might just fill this in and then start moving it over to get all this gray kind of addressed. And my eyes are a little dry with my contacts. That's why I'm winking and blinking at everybody. And then the last thing I worked on is Hello Pumpkin by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. This was a previous stitch along that I'm doing now after the fact. I've talked about it before, so I'm not going to go into any great detail about the stitch along, but I had wanted to get the top left section done, and my definition of the top left section keeps growing. So, you know, where it might have started as like this, it's kind of gone, you know, I keep expanding with that top left section. I feel like I probably have filled up the top left section, but I keep wanting to add more. So anyway, this is where we are. I did get a lot accomplished compared to last month with this whip in progress. Yeah, with this work in progress. I got a lot done compared to last month. I think last month I just had the owl and the pumpkin, the apple. I think I was kind of working up and then started the armadillo. So all this is new. And then a lot of this here is all new. In here. And then filling this in is new too. So it looks pretty cool. I love the fall festive colors, but still having those pink accents to make it kind of feminine and cute. Really ties it all together. So I had hoped, I'm going to stitch one more day on this if I have time, and I'd hoped to get down to here. Like there's some leaves and stuff in here. And if I get this done, there's not a whole lot. And if I get this done, I will be satisfied with where I wanted to be with this for this month. But like I said, you probably could say that this is the top section, because this right here is the bottom of the tree. But I don't know. I just keep spreading the love and thinking that there's more to do. So I'd love to see this get done before fall. I think I will easily be able to get this done before fall so that I can frame it and place it on my wall. Right now I still have the winter piece on my wall. I don't have one. They didn't make one for spring or summer yet that I know of. So that's gonna, I guess, stay there, or maybe I'll take it down. I don't know. I'm undecided. I'm in that mood right now with the spring cleaning mood where I'm just kind of purging anything I haven't touched in the past year or two and saying, do we really need this? It's got to go. And we're doing a lot of not renovating, but just remodeling our bedroom, introducing new furniture components. So that's kind of pulled me away from stitching. And then I'm also playing a computer game right now that I don't play games very often, but sometimes I get in the mood to play my own stuff instead of watching my husband play his computer games. He at times plays interesting computer games, and at other times he plays really boring stuff, like the game Civilization. I don't know if any of you know that game. Is boring to watch, and I don't understand it half the time anyway. So I've been playing RimWorld, which is where you crash land on a planet and you have to build your base and survive. And I've been doing a Sherlock Holmes theme. So my characters are named after Sherlock Holmes characters. And like Sherlock Holmes has what they call a chemical fascination, so he keeps using drugs. And John Watson has a limp and wants a bionic leg. He's a transhumanist. And Moriarty is a cannibal. So makes for interesting conversation at the dinner table. He's also the cook, which I think suits him as far as his humor. But anyway, I've been spending hours on that. So I've been trying to juggle things, because a lot of times in the evening all I do is stitch, and I got to break away from that. There's so much more to life that I have to get done. All I want to do is stitch, but there's so much I have to do. I know computer games are not really counting that, but there's so much as far as the house goes. There's so much renovating that needs done. You should just see that even the room I'm sitting in is just piles of wood and debris from renovating projects. So anyway, I don't know how much stitching I'm going to be able to do in April, because it's also planting season. And that's okay. I'm not going to push myself, because then it starts to become not fun. But it's me pushing myself, not me feeling like I have to do this for FlossTube or for any reason. Besides, I set goals for myself, and they're really high goals, ridiculously high goals, and then I try to meet them. But I'll still work on it in the evening, and I'll still have stuff to show you. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll update you again soon. I'll see you sometime next week, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.